Hello my dear students. Now we will study the main part of this fluid mechanics, that is fluid statics. Already we have studied the static pressure. When the fluid is under static, the fluid particles are not moving, they are not having any velocity. Then intensity of pressure we have studied by the Pascal law, and also variation of the pressure from the surface when we are moving downward we have studied from the hydrostatic law. Then in continuation of that, actually what we are studying in this fluid statics here now, the sea water is there. Sea water, almost 70%, 75% of the earth covered with sea water. That sea water is taken as a static. Total water is taken as a static. In that static fluid, if any body will be submerged, any body, any surfaces, plane surfaces are submerged, then we have to study the static pressure of that fluid, how it will apply on that surfaces. We have to derive the formulation, how much that pressure force, that is a static pressure force applied on that plane surfaces which are submerged in the static fluid, that has to be formulated. And the pressure force is acting on that submerged body, so point of application of that pressure force, where it is there, from the free surface, the distance, height, we have to formulate that distance actually where that point of application of that pressure force, it is on the body from the free surface. That height or distance has to be formulated here. And for this we are taking the CG of the body, center of gravity of the body, where it is there from that free surface, that has to be taken. The CG distances we are representing in terms of bars. Above that letter we are using bar, and point of application of the pressure we are mentioning in terms of star here now, from the free surface here now. As we are taking, the fluid is static here now, shear stresses are 0 here. Why the shear stresses are 0? Because the dou u divided by dou y, velocity gradient is 0. If the velocity gradient is 0 here now, tau is equal to mu into dou u divided by dou y. It is a Newton's law of viscosity. If this dou u divided by dou y is 0, because dou u is 0 here now, velocity is 0, so therefore dou u by dou y is 0, then this term will becomes 0, so therefore shear stress will becomes 0 mathematically. It is understood that the fluid layers are not moving, means there is no existence of the shear stress here now, in case of the fluid statics. Then when the body will be submerged in a static fluid, then there is no need to study that variation of the shear stress when the fluid is static. Why? Because the shear stress is, it is not present there. It is not present. So now, even though it is present, very less, that one neglected here. So now, 3 cases we are studying when the body is submerged in a static fluid here now. First case, when that body is submerged vertically here now. For example, if this is the static fluid here now, this is the plane surface, it may be irregular shape, may be regular shape here now. If it is submerged vertically here now, here like this, vertically, like this, when this is submerged vertically here in this static fluid, the static fluid will apply continuously static pressure on this plane surface. That has to be formulated where the center of pressure it is there of this body, where the center of pressure is there from the free surface, where it is there. That is the distance is we are noting here now h star. The formula for the h star has to be found. So next one, second case. This is the first case when it is submerged vertically. Second case when it is submerged horizontally, here like this. When it is submerged horizontally here, then the where that center of pressure is available here from the free surface, H star formulation. And when this third case we are studying here now, when this body is made some angle with the free surface like this. See here now it is making some angle here. When it is making some angle with the free surface here now like this, then is there any difference in the formulation? Because it is making some angle with the free surface, that is a theta angle. How that the distance h star, that is the distance from the free surface to the center of pressure, is it will affect when it is body or a surface is inclined, some angle theta with the free surface, the formulation for that. So therefore these are the three cases we are studying here now. So we are formulating, we are deriving the equation here now. The case 1 I will take here now, when vertically submerged. That is case 1 I will take here now. Case 1 here now, vertically submerged. Vertically submerged. Vertically submerged. I will take, this is a free surface for the derivation here now. So this is the plane surface, the arbitrary surface I will take here now. So this is a plane surface, here it is a liquid here now, plane surface, and I will take here the one small element here, one small elemental area. That elemental area is having width is b. B is the width of that small elemental area, and height is dh here. This height I will take here now. This is the dh here now. dh is the height of this small elemental area on this arbitrary surface here. So this the small elemental, this area is there from the free surface. This is a free surface. Free surface. From this free surface, it is having a distance h here. It is having a distance h, and I will take 2 points here now. Because this is a surface, it has a point CG. For example, this is the point CG. I will note here now G. The point CG, it is from the free surface. It is having a distance here now. I will call it as a H bar. So next, so below the G, just I will take now, I will assume that P is below the G. P means it is the center of static pressure. The center of static pressure, it is available below the G, I am assuming here now, and from the free surface that P is, that is available at a distance h star here. We are formulating this h star here. H star where it is available. Initially we have assumed here this P is below the G. Means initially we have assumed this h star is greater than the h bar here now. Initially we are assumed. We will see in the next derivation what happens, whether it is actually it's h star is greater than h bar, we will see here now. Now what I will write here now. So now total the pressure force on this small elemental area, here by the static fluid here now. So that is pressure force I will take here now dF here. On this small elemental area dF, this is equal to what? The formula is what here now? Pressure force is equal to, that formula is here now, pressure is equal to force upon, that is area. The pressure force F is equal to pressure into area. So therefore force is equal to pressure here now. The pressure on that small elemental body into that area of that body. What is the area of this body? B into dH here now. This is B into dH. This is the area of the body, area of the small elemental strip on this surface here now. So now this P is what is now? P is a static pressure. By the hydrostatic law, we know that this P value. What is this P value here now? Rho, density of the fluid, into G into H. Rho G H here now. So rho G H is the height here now. Height. This much amount of the height of the fluid, it is applying the pressure on this small elemental area. That is a height has to be taken here now. Into this is what? B into dH. I will note that this one is a small elemental area dA. B into dA. B into dH is taken as a small elemental, that area of the small elemental strip. It is the dA here now. Just I will write it this one now, dA here now. So this is equal to dF. This is what? This is the pressure force on the small elemental strip on the surface here now. So the pressure force on whole surface, the force on, that is a force on whole surface here now. Whole surface, what has to do? We have to integrate it here now. So after integration of this dF, I will get here now F. F is equal to what I am getting here now? Rho and G are the constant here now. So rho and G, I will take it out here now. So next, what is left in the that integral symbol? H into dA here now. What I am getting here now? This H into dA is there here. This H into dA is nothing but here now. This is the moment of inertia of the plane surface or a strip, plane surface or a strip about the free surface. About the free surface here now. So what it can be indicated here in this case here now. So this is equal to AH bar. So therefore, the fundamentally we know that moment of any surface about the free surface is equal to, it is the product of the area of that surface and the distance between the free surface and the center of gravity, that is h bar. So therefore, this total is integral is equal to AH bar. So therefore, just if I write this one now, F is equal to rho G AH bar here. So this is the pressure force which is applying on the plane surface by the static fluid when it is submerged vertically here. Call this is equation number 1 here. This is equation number 1. So next what I will do here now, next relation we have to derive for the H star. Where that H star is available, that formulation has to be made here. So for this H star here, so what I will take here, so now I will derive this one. So now, right. So now, one thing we have to decide, one thing we have to remind here now, momentum principle. What is this momentum principle here now? Momentum principle states that the moment of inertia of any surface when it is submerged in a static fluid is equal to the sum of the momentum of its components. Sum of the momentum of its components. That is the momentum principle here. So what I will take here now, the momentum which is created by this dF and total momentum of this total surface here. The momentum of this total surface about the free surface is, it is the momentum of the surface here. Momentum of the free surface, this is equal to what? This is equal to the total force here, yes, into what? Where this momentum will take place? Where the center of pressure is there. From that center of pressure, perpendicular to this one, and the perpendicular distance here now. Perpendicular distance from the center of pressure is what here now? H star here now. So therefore it is H star here in this case. But F is equal to, we know from the equation number 1, F is equal to, this is rho G A H bar into H star here. So this is what here now, this is the momentum of the surface about the free surface. Call this is equation number 2 here. So now I will stop here. I will continue the same derivation in the next video lecture. Thank you very much.